Hello boys and girls, this is Miss Paula over at the Science Lab. Even though everybody right now is staying home and staying safe and there's no school for anybody, Miss Paula still has to come in and take care of all our animals in the lab. So I thought I would take a minute and I would talk about the animals so that you could show your parents all our friends that we have in the Science Lab. I'm going to start with our fish tank and all our tetra fish over here. These are some of my favorite fish. I always want to fish with all these colors. We have blue and orange and red and yellow, and they're lovely fish. I give them special food to help them to keep their colors up, and I'm going to give them a little nibble right now. And I don't know if you remember their names, but the two yellow ones are Lemon and Sunshine. Our blue one is called Blueberry. The red ones are Strawberry and Raspberry, and the orange one I like to call Creamsicle. Oh, they're glad to have their food. They're all getting a little bite. We have a second tank of fish just over here. These are called white cloud minnows. They're very hardy fish. I started off with just 4 in my tank, and they keep having babies. And the little babies are called fry. So you can see some of the large ones, not that they're very big, and then there's some real tiny ones. So I want to give them a little nibble of food too. I love this tank because the plants in this tank are real, but not the turtle. The children always ask me about that turtle. That turtle is just a little statue. So next to the tank of white cloud minnows, we have a new friend. Our newest friend in the lab is a little hamster. He's just coming out. Hey, buddy. We named him Wolfie. I named him Wolfie because he's kind of the color of a wolf to me. Hey, buddy. Come on. I don't usually stick my hand in there because I know he does bite. But we have a glass tank so none of the little ones put their fingers in there. And next to him, we have one of our reptiles. We have our little lizard, and that's his name. It is an eyelash-crested gecko. And he's usually hiding during the day. There's his dish of food, but he's just in here. And he's very friendly. Him we can pick up. He's very, very soft. Have to be careful because he likes to jump. He likes to curl his tail. He just finished shedding his fur, so you can see a few little picks are still there. And he has nice big eyes. And if you see, you can see the sort of the eyelashes on his eyes, and right here along his head is where he's crested, they say. Hey, how are you, baby? And his tongue. And he only eats fruit, but he gets a little powdered mixture of fruit. He doesn't eat insects like my other reptiles do. I love you. I'll put you back. He likes to climb, so sometimes it's hard to get in there. And underneath little lizard is one of our mammal animals, our rabbit, Oreo. And if you look, you can probably tell why we call him Oreo. I've had this rabbit for a few years, but he's so friendly. He's every year, at the beginning of the year especially, I take him out for the kids to pet. He's very gentle. And he likes to get fresh food plus some rabbit pellets. And that's his little home. And over here we have another of our reptiles. It's our tortoise, Tilly. And Tilly loves to dig here in the dirt. The children love to see her. I'll take her out for a minute so she can say hello. We take her to the vet on a regular basis to keep her beak trimmed. And you can see her claws there because she loves to dig in the dirt. And she's a vegetarian. She gets a pretty healthy salad every day. She loves that. There you go, Tilly. I know, they don't like me picking them up too much. And again, now we have our amphibians. We have some frogs. They're called fire-bellied toads, but they're really frogs. We have 3. I don't know if we'll get a chance. They eat crickets. I don't have any. I'll give them some crickets in a minute. But their bellies are really, really bright orange. Let me see if I can get one to hop and maybe we can see their bellies. Hi, baby. Can you hop? Can you hop? Oh, they can swim. Come this way, babies. Come on. There. Now you can see their undersides are orange. And when you're sitting here quiet in the class, every once in a while you can hear them make a sound. The kids always say, "What's that?" But it's not really a traditional frog sound, but it's kind of cute. Hello again. I'm just taking a minute to stop here and show you some other little critters that we have for the animals. In here I have what we call super worms. We used to have these for a reptile. We used to have Louie and used to love her worms, but now I feed these to our turtle, our red-eared slider, Franklin, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But in this other container here, I have crickets. Now all these things I just order in the mail, from Amazon actually, and they get delivered to me. But I'm going to gather a few crickets to feed to the frogs. So I keep them in here in this egg crate, if you can see that. And I just take them and tap them in this little container like this. And I have crickets to feed to the frogs. So I'm going to come over and give them some to the frogs. I just get little tiny ones so the frogs are able to eat them. And last but not least, we'll go see Franklin, our red-eared slider turtle. Now, in this tank, we have a 55-gallon tank, and in here we have our red-eared slider turtle. And in the tank with him is a little goldfish. Well, she's not little anymore, Goldie. One time we had put some very tiny feeder fish in there for Franklin to eat. Well, he ate all of them except for Goldie, and Goldie's been in there with him for probably about 1.5 years now and getting bigger. So I had some crickets in here that I got out of my tank that I'm going to put in here. Now, Franklin loves to eat crickets and the super worms. So, plus just some, and I just take these, I just put them in the top. Now, I don't know if he'll come up and get them because he doesn't like when we're around him too much, but I just put the few crickets in there in the top, and eventually he comes and gets them. All right, boys and girls, and that's our visit to the lab. Now, while we're all at home and there's no school, Miss Paula comes in every day to feed the animals. I just want you to know that I miss you all. I hope everybody has a wonderful Easter, and stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you whenever school starts again. Love you all. Bye.